President Trump and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, speaking after negotiations in Scotland on Sunday, announced that the US and EU had agreed to the framework of a trade deal that included a baseline tariff rate of 15% on EU goods imported into the US. Trump called the deal the biggest of them all, while von der Leyen said that 15% is not to be underestimated, but it is the best we could get. Other details of the framework are still being confirmed. Earlier on Sunday, the South China Morning Post, a Hong Kong-based English-language newspaper, reported that Beijing and Washington are expected to extend their tariff truce by another 3 months at trade talks in Stockholm, beginning on Monday. On Friday, Trump said that letters dictating tariff rates for over 200 countries would go out soon, while his administration works to clinch deals with larger trade partners, including the EU, India, and Canada. Trump said the US hasn't had a lot of luck with Canada and suggested he may impose threatened 35% levies on goods not covered by the US-Canada-Mexico trade agreement. Last week, President Trump touted a deal with Japan that included a $550 billion investment in the US and a 15% tariff on goods imported into the US from Japan. On Saturday, Japanese trade negotiator Ryosei Akazawa suggested the money could be used to help finance an unnamed Taiwanese chipmaker building plants in the US. For example, if a Taiwanese chipmaker builds a plant in the US and uses Japanese components or tailors its products to meet Japanese needs, that's fine too, he said. In March, Taiwan's TSMC announced a $100 billion investment in the US, on top of plans to build 3 plants in Arizona, one of which is already operating. Here are some Bloomberg terminal headlines with various details on the agreement reached between President Trump and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Trump: we have reached a deal with EU. Trump: EU will agree to buy us $750 billion worth of energy. Trump: EU will agree to invest $600 billion more than previously in US. EU's von der Leyen: trade deal with us will bring stability. Von der Leyen: agreed to 15% across-the-board tariffs. The asserted details of the framework are not yet fully confirmed. Thanks for watching Finance Spot. Today's update on global trade shows just how quickly the landscape can shift, from major US-EU agreements to evolving ties with Japan, China, and Canada. As more details emerge, we'll keep you informed on what it all means for the markets, trade, and the global economy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. This is Finance Spot. See you in the next one.